Hi YouTube. Today we'll be discussing the TV paint stick from Kryolan. Stay tuned. And if you're someone needing full coverage, you're definitely going to want to see this because this, of course, is the TV paint stick by Kryolan. And this is in the shade 11W. Here's just a swatch of it on the back of my hand. So it looks like that. So now I'm just going to swipe this around my face. I have not used this in quite some time. I mean, it hasn't been like 5 years or anything, but it's been a while. I mean, I'm going to put it everywhere. And do you really need this much? Not really, but we're just going to play with it. So I'm going to use more than I normally would. And to blend all this out, I'm just going to use this foundation brush from Shiseido. Wow, I haven't used this in so long. And that's the thing, like it seems overwhelming, like the amount of product I put on, but it really isn't. Well, to me anyway. I'm gonna avoid my under eye area because of course I'll go in with the concealer. Though you really don't need one with this because you could technically use this as your foundation and concealer because of course this is like maximum supreme full coverage. All right, now I'm just going in with my Guerlain foundation brush and just buffing around the edges. One of the good things about this foundation too is that it does not feel like you have anything on your face. It's very lightweight. So now that I have the foundation considerably blended, I'm going to go in with a corrector. And for my corrector, I'm actually going to use the McGrath concealer. And this is in the shade MD28. And this is something that I don't do often, but I tried it out and I really liked it. Like when I actually went to go pick up Pat McGrath products, well, specifically the face products, just saw the concealers and I remembered watching Jackie's video and how she used 23 and 28. 23 is a great match for me, but 28 as a corrector, it was just really pretty. So I went ahead and just got both because her concealers are not that expensive at all. They're actually pretty inexpensive. I'm just gonna put a little bit under my eyes, just where I have darkness. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out with the sponge. And for the concealer, I'm putting on top of this concealer that I'm actually disguising as a corrector. I'm actually going to use, again, the Superstay concealer. This is in the shade Warm Olive, and I really want to test this out some more, so I just wanted to incorporate this in this look. As usual, as I do with all concealers, I'm just going to blend this out with a sponge and I'll follow up with my La Mer powder. Sometimes I like to do a rolling technique and I'll just put the powder in a brush and then I'll just pat it down. Then I like to just roll it on. This is a really nice technique. Something I learned when I was trained by NARS. That was a long time ago. And I like this technique because it allows you to not disrupt concealer or foundation and it gives you more of a natural set. You don't have to do like the baking or anything extreme, which is totally unnecessary. Now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of Terracotta bronzer from Guerlain. You know, some foundations, they just need that extra help. You know, and these videos that I'm doing, like I've mentioned, you know, these are just, you know, reviews of the foundation itself. So it's not about, you know, completed face and like, you know, getting all the details in. So let's keep that in mind. But some foundations, I have to have some dimension just because it just doesn't give me what I need as far as like the finished look for this type of review. And I'm just going to follow that up with some Terracotta Light from Guerlain, and this is just on a little Bobbi Brown brush. I'm just going to put on a little bit of Cils mascara from YSL. Ooh, honey, the drama. The drama. Also going to use some Bold Brow from Dior, and this is the shade 002. I don't really, like I've mentioned countless times, like I'm fortunate in that my brows are naturally arched, so I don't tweeze them, I don't pluck them, I don't do anything to them at all actually. They just are the way they are. I like to have my brow hair should just be straight up. It just, to me, gives more of a cleaner look. And this has, you know, a dark brown color, so it actually just gives my brows a little extra something. Now in a big powder brush, I'm just going to take some La Mer powder and I'm gonna pack this on. It's not a ton of powder. It may look like it, but it's not. And just like the technique I mentioned, for the under eye area, I'm just going to do the exact same thing on my entire face. So getting the powder actually down into the bristles, that's why I'm doing this. And just go gently over my face to set everything else besides the eye area. For the lips, I'm just going to use some lip glow from Dior, and this is in the shade 007, also known as Raspberry. This is a very intense pink, but it doesn't come off like that. I just wanted to give my lips like a little bit of something. And last but not least, just some Mist and Fix from Make It Forever. The TV paint stick from Kryolan has a lot of benefits, but one of the most standout benefits to it is the actual product versus the price. The net weight on this is 1 ounce of product. And just as a comparison, the Bobbi Brown stick foundation, for instance, is more like 0.31 ounces of product. This retails for $24.50, and because this is a very unique type of product, this product comes in what is seemingly an innumerable amount of shades. Successfully proven cream makeup in stick form. The special base of TV paint stick allows gentle makeup application that provides effective covering at the same time. The Kryolan assortment of more than 250 color nuances for selection is truly extraordinary, which makes this preparation indispensable for stage, film, TV, video, work, and more. So as I was mentioning, it comes in a lot of different shades because you can find, you know, this in a solid red or a solid green or blue or white. And then you have your actual, you know, skin tone type of shades as well. I've used this foundation countless times. When I have gone to special events, when I know that I'm going to be, you know, be photographed, you know, if I want to have like a full face of makeup and I want it to be, you know, as flawless as I can possibly get it, then this is something that I have pulled for and would pull for. And, you know, of course, this is something really more so geared towards, you know, someone who primarily drag queens use this foundation because this is a foundation that, you know, you can see with stage lights beaming on you and you know that it's going to last, you can sweat, and you know that this is not going to come off once you set this. It's not going to move. And I don't even really want to call this foundation because it is truly a paint stick. Like, it's a stick of pigment. You don't really need to use a lot of this, you know, if you're just the average person and you just want to use this for every day. You don't really need a lot of this at all because it goes onto the skin really easily. It blends perfectly. You can wear this all day long. You can wear as much of this as you want. You can wear as little of this as you want. You can use this as a concealer. You can use it as a highlighter. You can use it as a contour. You can use it as foundation. So there's so many different ways that you can use this product as long as you have, you know, of course, the right shades. You can do anything with this. So this is just so multi-dimensional, and also being that it is only $24.50 and you're getting a huge amount of this, it's gonna last you for, you know, quite some time. Even if this was my only foundation, like, I think this would last for quite some time, and I mean a couple years. You're somebody who, you know, claims, or if you feel in your mind that you need supreme coverage, the most coverage that you could possibly get, why do you not own this? I mean, of course, you know, just because, you know, it's only $24.50, I'm like, why would you not try this? Like, it's really a no-brainer, guys. This is the product that I have used throughout the years, you know, especially when I would go to clubs all the time and I would be dancing and queening out, you know, just out of control. That's where the whole SP thing came from. That's where that whole creation came from the club scene. So when I was wearing, you know, my best faces, I probably had on the TV paint stick just because it just does everything right. So yeah, guys, I'm really happy that I was able to slide this in my foundation series to tell you guys about this, just because like I said, I don't think this is something I've ever talked about. Let me know if you've tried the Kryolan TV paint stick. Let me know, you know, how have you used it? What have you used it for? Do you love it? Do you hate it? I don't know how you could hate it, but if you do, definitely comment below and let me know. Please also let me know, what are your favorite stick foundations? That's something, you know, I've used some stick foundations like the Bobbi stick foundation. So yeah, guys, that's all I have to say about that particular product. It's absolutely amazing. There's nothing else to say. Go get it. And if you have been faithfully watching this foundation series, thank you so much. There are 2 more videos left after this, and you know one of them is going to be Pat McGrath. Of course it is. And once that's all completed, definitely keep your eyes peeled for a video that will follow those 2, and that will relate to the beauty industry and racism in the beauty industry, Black Lives Matter, pull up, shut up movement. All of that will coincide in one video because I really wanted to talk about just my experience working in the beauty industry. So yeah, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with a whole lot more, guys. Bye.